When you make a woman feel safe, like all the way to my physically, then you become her daddy. That die. We ain't going to the used car line, man. What the f?
See, I agree with everything that he's saying, but then it's like, you contradicting yourself. You just left the used car lot. Shit, man, I guess Kevin Gates said he don't want nothing to do with them old hoes, man. He like all his things fresh and young, ready for some fun. You dig what I'm saying? So we finna get into it right quick. Video by O'Shea. Shout out O'Shea.
And what did Kevin Gates mean when he said that the older you is, the more worn out, the more tired?
2025 has been a pretty interesting year for Kevin Gates. Earlier this year, he was in some sort of marriage with Brittany Renner that was illegal.
Hey, that's the coldest part. I gotta pause it right there, because how you don't want nothing washed up, but you with Brittany Renner. And I don't even fully disagree with what he was saying, but it's like, man, that must be a new principle that you just now standing on. Cause nigga, you was with Brittany Renner, you was at the end of her little run, you tried to save her. Come on now. You give her a chance, you gotta give everybody a chance.
And then she divorced him, allegedly. And then his real legal wife, Drika Gates, divorced him also. But that didn't discourage Kevin Gates from getting into a new relationship with a woman 13 years younger than him. And that woman is named Jeleni Tejada. Now, to be fair, Kevin Gates definitely has a type. He likes the light-skinned to, mixed race looking women. And she is no different than what we've seen before. But the difference is that this...
Ain't nothing wrong with liking what you like, though. Just to put that out there. Ain't nothing wrong. You don't let nobody shame you for liking what you like.
This woman looks very young and compared to, Brittany Renner or even Drika Gates. And so they have been doing some content together online.
When you make a woman feel safe, like all the way to my physically, then you become her daddy. That die. I got you. Hey, hold on. You don't open no door. I'm gonna open the door for you. I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna make sure you straight. I'm gonna pull your chair, push it back in. Yes, Lord. And when you're applying that, real priggity, I'm talking about applying that real pressure. I'm talking about with that plugger, not that pluggercito, that plugger.
Something really wrong with this nigga, man. You got to be a special type of female to like this nigga. You know what I mean? But some just like that extra out, super extra, damn near half crazy type shit. This nigga is entertained. I fuck with Kevin Gates too. Don't get it wrong. I fuck with Kevin Gates, but that nigga just be saying some oddball type shit.
Yeah, man. That. She look like she 19. That shit. That means she gonna look young for a long time. And she ain't gonna do nothing but get fine and tickle. Yeah. All her hips steady spreading because I'm gripping them now.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
I mean, right now, everything is okay. Right? But then it gets worse.
Man, don't no want no old washed up ass man. What don't want a young hoe, man? Huh? You don't like it, eat my man. Straight up. You heard me? The fuck? What want something that been, you heard me? Don't nobody go, man, have emotion. We ain't going to the used car line, man. What the fuck?
See, I agree with everything that he's saying, but then it's like, you contradicting yourself. You just left the used car lot. You just jumped out of a motherfucking car with 150,000 miles on it when you was with Brittany Renner. So it's like, bro, I get it, but you can't. I get you probably want to try something different, but it's just his delivery. He should have said that, like, hey, I done tried this, I done tried that. I'm moving on to this. I want a blank canvas. Nothing wrong with older women, but I want something fresh. I want something with a fresh start, blank canvas, young, whatever. That's cool. But like, you can't try to trash the Cougars. Can't try to put the Cougars down, man, or even the ones who's ran through, because you was just trying to save one who was ran through. You just try to put your whole cape on, so you can't say this with that much conviction. You know what I mean? Because it's not true in your case.
But see, that don't be nothing but that washed up shit on it. Like, man, hey, yeah, damn near, yeah, enough to be your daddy, yeah, of course. Man, yeah, the fuck got more sense to, hey, got sense enough to know how to listen.
This particular rant by Kevin Gates got everybody in their feelings. And he didn't stop there.
World want to see me miserable, you heard me? Y'all want to see me with Rasputia. That's what y'all want to see. Y'all want me to be Norbit. You know what y'all? Hey, Norbit, we say the best for you. Turkey ass.
Stupid, bro.
Man, I just be laughing at that shit, 'cause that shit be funny, baby.
Yeah.
Women took to social media with a lot of chagrin.
And then the chick he was saying it to, the young run, please. Because she looked scared. He looked belligerent. And it's just like, why is he even talking? They ran through his ass too.
Now, this lady is like, listen, that young chick needs to run because ultimately Kevin Gates is insane. And then you even had some men that had a lot to say about it.
Overall, that's just disrespectful to older women, because there are some older women who are way hotter than these tenderonis even have the capacity to achieve. I'm talking late 30s, 40s, 50s even. You would be amazed.
Now, I kind of want to deal with this argument because I do agree with the brother saying about women who are not necessarily young. You have women who are 30, 40.
I think everybody taking it too deep. I think it's like, well, I think his delivery was just bad. Delivery was horrible, but everybody taking it too deep, bro. Like, everybody know it's baddies in all age groups and ranges, bro. Everybody knows as young niggas that like cougars, it's fucking old niggas that like young female, like niggas. It's you know what I mean? It's baddies in every age group, bro. Like, everybody acting like they don't know that already.
50, or even in their 60s, they could look better than a woman that's younger. And I think that when Kevin Gates is talking about dealing with a woman who's quote unquote washed up, he doesn't necessarily mean looks. He means a woman that's ran through. And this is a problem that I think that so many women just don't get, is that, yeah, we understand as men that women can be beautiful, you know, just like anybody else, and they can maintain their beauty over a long period of time. But being ran through is not just sexually ran through, but for many men, mentally ran through. Like not being able to understand instructions, not willing to sacrifice for the man. You know, all of these bad habits that a lot of guys talk about is associated with somebody being a little bit older, because as you know what the old saying is, you can't.
That's not always true too either. I'm 24 years old, man. So many little young females, you probably can't tell nothing. I'm 24. I don't really deal with nothing younger than probably 21, 20. But when I have ran into little 18, 19, 20-year-old girls, man, now I see why people used to tell me at that age, like, bro, you still a kid. Like, you know what I mean? You don't know what you're talking about. And that's how I be feeling about them, but you can't tell them nothing either. And they young. They just fucking became barely legal. Still think they know it all. It just depends on the person, though. It's not an age thing. It's just a person thing.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks. Woo! Now, this is not me calling men or women dogs or animals. It is just kind of what it is, right? You have some men out there who want to be able to have a woman that is open to their instruction, and that might be less likely if a woman is older. And this has always sort of been this way. And then you have people who are actually agreeing with Kevin Gates.
I see a lot of women are all worked up about this Kevin Gates situation. Kevin Gates basically said that no one wants an older woman now that he has a younger woman. And I see a lot of anger. I see a lot of people saying, I don't like him no more. Why though? That's his preference. See, it's okay for you guys to have a preference of a 7'9" man who's a trillionaire with a 19-inch eggplant. But Kevin Gates can't want a younger woman who's fertile, who can have children for him, who he's attracted to. She's an adult.
Now let's talk about this whole idea of Kevin Gates having a preference. Now again, women have their preference all the time. They can say if a man is broke, if a man is dusty, if he don't have this or that, the world will not be open to him, and we understand it. Now the real issue is that Kevin Gates has a preference, and the problem that women have is that, listen, he's 39, but at the same time, women find him to be attractive. You know, he has some opportunities. So you have a
I don't even think the problem in his situation is the age gap. They not saying, "Oh, you sick." She 26 years old. They're not like, "Oh, you sick." Oh, she hella young. It's not like that. They only 10 years some change apart. It's just he to uplift his, he had to put the other group of females down. And that's where he fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to uplift his female, which is good, but to do that, he tried to put all the other ones down, or the older females down, which is never going to, whenever you try to uplift yourself by putting the next person down, it's never going to work right.
guy like Kevin Gates saying, listen, I don't want you washed up chicks, and, I don't want them and I don't need them. And so you have a problem with it. And this is something that a lot of men are talking about right now, that women can say whatever they want, but the men can't say what they desire. And then there's this.
And let's say, for instance, because you guys are going to say this in the comments, she don't really like that old man. Do you think men really care? We could care less. As long as she is respectful, as long as she is kind and peaceful, and she toots them cheeks up, we good. You think men don't know when women don't like us? We know. We don't care. It doesn't change anything about getting the cheeks, okay?
This was also a good point of contention where, some women were saying, listen, these women don't want you. You're just old and all they want is your money. Well, the reality is that a lot of men understand that. And as long as you're okay, you're respectable, long as we get in the cheeks, that's kind of what happens, right? And men kind of inherently understand this. But then I wanted to focus my attention on Kevin Gates in particular, because I understand that men want to deal with women who are younger. And I mean, it happens even in my case, but I gotta be honest, there is something wrong with Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates, to me, is a true narcissist and a warlock. If you spiritual and you understand, you know what I mean.
Y'all taking this nigga way too serious. I think he just a freaked out type nigga. Like he just a freaky down south southern freaked out, whatever you call that type nigga. I don't think he got any ill intentions or nothing like that. He's a peculiar type nigga. He's always been very peculiar. I don't know why everybody in the uproar.
A lot of people don't understand that narcissistic personality disorder is really just a demonic possession. Most of the people who have narcissistic personality disorders are they have demonic energy. It's something evil and sadistic about them. That's why they do the things that they do.
God.
Damn. He said he said he like him young. Now he's a demon. He not just a weirdo. Now he's a demon. He got a demonic entity inside of him. That's crazy. Better not say nothing to them old ladies, man. Them old folks. Shit. She said a nigga got a demon in him, and he's a warlock.
I'm just gonna be real. And usually I take the man's side, but I'm just thinking about Kevin Gates and what I've seen. And Kevin Gates is a narcissist, a liar, and a control freak. And yes, I can't believe I'm even saying this myself. But if you can see how he bombs these women, he does the same thing with Drika, Brittany Renner. All of them kind of fall underneath his little spell. And we all know that within 6 to 7 months or a year, he does the same exact thing with another female. And the real reason why I believe he's doing it with this lady is because Kevin Gates is going younger. Now, I'm not saying that every man who wants a younger woman wants to control the woman completely. I'm not saying that, right? I just think that men in general, definitely like dealing with somebody that's younger if they can get it because of childbearing reasons, and just that's how.
It's not a nigga on this planet you're gonna find that really wanted him something young for no childbearing reasons. I don't care if that nigga 60 years old. You ain't never gonna find a nigga like, yeah, no, I wouldn't got her for childbearing purposes. Nigga, stop it. That's the last reason.
It works. But in the case of Kevin Gates, he wants this woman to be younger simply because Kevin Gates is just completely diabolical. He does this to every woman that he is with. He controls their mentality, their religion, and just anything because he's that kind of guy. And the problem that this woman has is she believes that she's more important than the rest of the chicks that he had. All she had to do is look at Brittany Renner and look at his wife, Drika Gates, or ex-wife, and she would have found what kind of manipulative person that this guy is. And again, what he's doing is disrespecting older women on her behalf. He even referred to her as a young hoe. Woo! And she didn't even respond to that. And again, talking about, he was going to teach her something. He had things to show to her. He got the game from his mom to, basically treat women. I mean, if that's game, bruh, that is a manipulation type game. And to be fair, Kevin Gates is a piece of shit person. He's really a trash guy. And unfortunately, you got guys like Kevin Gates who will deal with younger chicks and, just to control women and get the best out of them just so that they can use them. And unfortunately, guess what happens? Those women end up being, as he said, old and washed up. And these are the women that go back into the dating market. And then when normal black men, want to talk to them, they become so destroyed. They become so trashed. And,
But yeah, that's one thing nobody ever peeped too. Okay, for every old bitter woman, she was once somebody's young tenderoni. That's what y'all not even knowing. For every single old bitter woman that's stuck in her ways, she was once somebody's young, fresh tenderoni too. So you got to think about that. It's like yin and yang. This shit all come back around. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get back what you put out there. So, but I think that's pretty much the rest of the video, man, for the most part. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And we're going to tap in on the next one. Damn, I really wanted it like this.